because we had the debate, we're going to be able to spend more time tomorrow. But I had to get you on here. I was reading your emails and seeing what you're putting out. Talk to me about the latest information they're putting out now. Tomorrow's, I guess, the vote day for the FDA on the bivalent booster. What is your assessment, sir, of where we are in this, and what would be Dr. Harvey Risch's recommendation?
Well, the bivalent booster has already failed because it was targeted for substrains of Omicron that have largely disappeared from circulation in the U.S. And that's the problem, because we don't have seasonality on COVID waves. In fact, we're not seeing a wave, so to speak, this winter like we've seen waves in the past, where there's a little bump, but it's not really a wave. So the vaccines take 3 or 4 months to make and distribute. And by the time they do that, the variants are long gone, or mostly gone. And that's the problem, that they lose efficacy, both because they're targeted against the wrong variants and because over time, all the vaccines lose efficacy, as the CDC reported on August 11th. So you just can't catch up, and it doesn't provide a service to keep jabbing people over and over again, and certainly will be completely useless doing it on an annual basis when these things only have potential benefit for a few months at most.
Okay, but this is what the thing tomorrow is. They're going to say they want to make it like the flu shot you go to CVS and get. They want to make it annually. And I think, look, this is your field, not mine, but they're going to study all the variants and make the batches in the spring or in June to be ready to go in like 2 months. Is that the plan? Is that counter your argument, or you think that just shows the insanity that FDA is pursuing here?
I think it's unrealistic. I think that to make the vaccines and distribute them in 2 months is feasible, but by 2 months after, it takes a while for them to know which are the variants that are going to be in circulation, because new variants are always turning up, and there's a dozen at any given time that are the major new ones, and in order to know that one of them is going to surpass the others, it takes a while for that to happen. And once that point is reached, those variants will peak in about 6 to 8 weeks. And so by the time 2 months has gone by, when the vaccines are out, it's already past the peak of the ones that they were calibrated for. You have to remember that annual boosters are not an emergency. That these vaccines were approved under emergency status under EUA authorization, but there is no emergency for annual vaccines. And so there's been no full BLA, the biological license licensure of these vaccines in the United States. The ones that have been licensed aren't available. The community is not available, only the EUA version. And that's not appropriate in a non-emergency situation, which is the case of annual vaccinations. So none of this makes sense. The whole thing doesn't make any sense at all.
We're going to have